Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. It was a busy weekend for Auburn. Of course, you had the NFL draft. We'll talk about some of the players taken from this Auburn team and those that ended up signing with free agent deals. We'll talk about those. We had some expectations going into it. I think they probably exceeded our expectations, to be perfectly honest. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Auburn wins 2 of 3 against Mississippi State on the baseball diamond at Plainsman Park. The ladies take 2 of 3 from number 13 South Carolina over the weekend. So Auburn softball actually has won, I think, 3 of the last 4 series.
That's coming on.
Yeah, so they're playing. I mean, now granted, they only end up winning 6 games, in conference, but still, they have gotten hot. Their RPI is actually really high. And I think 3 of the 4 series that they lost to begin with were against maybe top 5 teams in the country. So it's like the competition was pretty good. So, but congratulations to them. That was actually the final series of the year in conference for them. So they'll play one more against NC State, and then you got the SEC tournament in softball.
Yeah, it says they're 30-21 overall, 4-11 on the road, 9-1 at a neutral site, and 17-9 at home.
17-9.
Mm-hmm.
That is not correct.
That's straight off the Auburn website.
Well, that may be. That's not in conference for sure.
Oh yeah, 17. No, not conference. I'm saying overall they're 17-9 at home.
Yes, at home.
Yes, correct. No, those are not all SEC games.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, and conference record is what, 6 and is it?
It does not say the conference on there. It's just
6
got them
and 14,
overall.
maybe. I'm not sure how many they play.
That would be correct, probably.
But anyway, yeah. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in detail. Again, talk about Auburn baseball continuing to play well. I think up to number 10 in the country now.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we said on Thursday's show we were looking for them to need about 14 or so, 15 wins to get them there, and this gives them 2 more. So does that give them 11 or 12 now?
They're 11 and 10.
11, okay. Yeah. So you gotta pick you up about 3 to 4 more.
They're fine. They're in fine shape. To be perfectly honest, I think you could get in the NCAA tournament with 12 wins this year. I really believe that.
That's a tough number
because
there.
it's so good. The conference is so good top to bottom. But Auburn goes on the road to Tennessee. That will not be easy.
No.
Well,
now you see what LSU did to them.
But LSU takes 2 of 3 from Tennessee. So.
Right. Now that I don't watch usually.
Who Auburn swept, by the way.
I usually
LSU.
don't watch other SEC teams, mostly in baseball. But for whatever reason, I stopped on the LSU Tennessee game the other night and watched that one to the end. Tennessee has them 3-0 in the 9th. They got 3 outs to go and it's over. LSU wins 6-3 in a walk-off homer.
Right.
6-3. 6 runs in the last inning.
Well, I mean, Auburn softball came to the bottom of the 7th down, I think 6-1, and ended up winning. No, I take that back. They came back 7-1, and they ended up scoring 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th after a hour-and-a-half rain delay, and ends up winning 8-7 that first game against South Carolina, which gave them a lot of confidence, obviously, because they blew them out in the second game. But that was one of the more amazing finishes that you'll ever see.
I finally found the conference while we were talking about softball. They're 6-18 in the conference.
6-18. Okay.
So they are tied. No, they're not. They're next to last in the conference. Missouri is only the worst team in the conference. 4 of 17.
Yeah.
But
they're playing.
They're tied with Georgia in wins with 6.
Yeah.
But Georgia only has 14 losses in the conference. So yes.
So again, I mean, Auburn's finished with their conference, but a lot of these teams have 3 more games to play.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we'll see how they end up. We are brought to you each and every day here on the Auburn Blitz by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small for commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. Give them a call today. Sensa Green, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call Sensa Green. And finally, Russell Do It Center for all your needs, lumber, tools, building supplies. They got a little bit of everything there at Russell Do It
any
Center.
home decor that you want, as far as you got to go fix a light switch, they got it all in there. You're trying to go spray some ants and kill them in the front yard, they got the bug spray. I mean, you
and they can beat the
it.
big box store.
Yes, sir.
Russell Do It Center. Give them a call today. Go and check them out for sure. The NFL draft this weekend. Jarquez Hunter is the first Auburn Tiger taken. He's been, a fan favorite for a while. He's been a stalwart in the backfield, very reliable guy, very tough guy, known probably for more than anything else for his yards after contact. He's just a very durable, tough, good Auburn running back, and there's been a lot of those guys go to the NFL over the years. So he gets taken in the 4th round, 117th pick by the Rams. That contract projection, maybe 4 years, $5.2 million for that.
And that's probably in line.
That ain't bad, Jim.
with his NIL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so?
He didn't get a pay cut going to the NFL.
Okay. Yeah.
As some of these kids are.
Yeah, really. You like? I mean, you could do worse, I suppose, going to the Rams.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, I think it was a good selection for him and them both. I think it fits what they need, and like most drafts, if you're going out there, and especially really truly the college guys too, when you're going to look for players, you got a feel need. The Rams needed, some more depth in that running back room that they got. They need some help there, and they obviously saw it. Like what you just said, they saw the attributes of, gosh, this guy bumps into one guy and he gets 5 more yards and 6 more yards and he breaks tackles, and he's the guy in the NFL. For years, it's not been about going and getting that superstar. It's been about getting that guy that can have multiple carries and get them those 2 or 3 yards when they need them. Yeah. They're not looking for a guy to break 180. I mean, how many times do you see running backs breaking them 80 in the NFL? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
They want that guy when it's 3rd and 2. Here's the ball, Jarquez. Give us 2 yards.
He's that guy to do it for sure. KLS gets, a lot of people, for whatever reason, even, he had great numbers at the combine, but he seemed to be projected, for, 6th, 7th round. He ends up being taken in the 5th round, 158th pick, 21st wide receiver selected, going to the Chargers. So 4 years, $4.6 million is his projected contract. Again, look, it's good money if you can get it. About a little bit, $1.2 million a year or so, million.
Yeah, a little over $1 million a year. Yeah.
This is a guy that, quite frankly, it was even better than I thought he was going to be coming from Penn State. Very productive at Auburn.
Sure.
Not sure why he was. For some reason, I think it was that they said he wasn't explosive enough for NFL, but apparently the Chargers think that he is.
Well, and it's what I told you the other day in our talk about him. it's not so much the explosive, like he's going to run off and leave you. He's a possession guy to me, that if you need, just like we talked about Jarquez, if you need a guy to cut that slant in and get you that 5-6 yard catch on third down, he's a guy that's got the hands to do it.
Yeah.
Like he made some big catches for us, early in his career and showed us what he had.
Here's an interesting tidbit. KLS's selection in the 5th round is 9 spots higher than Darius Slayton, who was taken in 2019. Slayton was kind of an afterthought, and he's had a really nice NFL career so far. So certainly that can hopefully that's the same trajectory.
It's
for
again,
KLS.
what we're talking about. It's a selection part of it, not necessarily the first rounders are first rounders because they're that good. But to me, everybody from second on, it's more of a fit for a need of a team. They may go get a guy in the second round that probably could have been in the 5th round, but they needed him that bad for their team, so they pulled him in.
Yeah.
And
Jalen McLeod, taken in the 6th round, 194th pick by the Jaguars. 18th linebacker selected, projected contract 4 years, $4.4 million. So congratulations to Jalen McLeod transfer and KLS transfer. And at least we did recruit Jarquez Hunter.
And we'll have to run down when we come back all the additional signees after the draft.
Yeah,
your
free
favorite
agent
player
contracts.
got signed, so we want to make sure everybody knows him.
Yeah, I don't know how he got to be my favorite player, but yeah, he did get drafted. Or he did get signed contract.
There you go.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started on this edition of the Auburn Blitz. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Berner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Here they come. Truckloads of fresh inventory to Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV known for its safety, technology, and performance, is discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy. No payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind, 256-234-6221. It's that time of year where not a lot going on. So we'll talk about anything and everything. Of course, looking forward to next year, with a lot of the spring practice being wrapped up. Certainly we'll be talking about what's going to go on with this Auburn football team. They look like they've gotten out of the transfer portal spring edition without too many casualties. So I think got a pretty good idea what that team's going to look like.
Oh, yeah.
But looking at the NFL draft over the weekend, Auburn had 3 players drafted. Hopefully that will change next year. That is a direct correlation to, Auburn's coming off 4 straight losing seasons. There's a reason that Auburn doesn't have a lot of players drafted. It's because the players aren't that good.
They're not there.
I hate to say it that way, but that's,
you can't
they don't rise to that level. Not that I don't like them, not that I don't appreciate them. But the talent level is what it is. You can't get around it.
That's correct.
All right. So undrafted free agents.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of Jarquez Hunter, Jalen McLeod, and KLS.
Mm-hmm.
We have undrafted free agents. Now this guy, I said, I thought he had a chance, and I think that he's got the ability to be a special teams and backup in the NFL. Eugene Asante signs with the Dolphins.
Now you got to put it in perspective here for these guys too. They're obviously going there trying to make that NFL roster. It's going to be really tough, obviously, with the guys you've already got, plus their draft picks coming in. Mm-hmm. But there's an opportunity out there of a practice squad. Would you see Eugene accepting a practice squad?
And what was that part of that deal you put out there? If you on the practice squad, the bare minimum.
The bare minimum of the practice squad is $12,000 a week, which you're going to make. I think it was the first year players make $225,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an Asante, if you're we go down the list in a minute, Rakes and all these other guys, you're first trying to make that team the best you can. Because if you make that team, you're not going to make $225,000.
Oh yeah.
You bare minimum probably going to make a meal, I would say, playing with them. But if you can't make it, are some of these guys that you feel like would stick to a practice squad? Or do they move on with life, I guess?
Now, I don't know that's a personal decision.
Right.
Would it be worth it?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're
live
saying
in Miami,
Asante,
and
$225,000
make
and live in Miami.
$225,000.
Yeah.
And that's bare minimum. Let's say you make $350,000 a year.
Right.
Again, that's not the kind of money where you can live, an extravagant lifestyle.
Right.
But for you and me,
yes,
I'd take it.
Well, that's, the Asante, I think that's for him. I think if he can't find a home somewhere else at one of these other teams.
Was he making more at Auburn than that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'd have to go look it up, but I can't see him, his position and what he done on the field didn't warrant being paid $500,000 a year to play football.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oscar Chapman to the
Yes.
Minnesota Vikings. Is he a guy that's going to be
I think he makes it.
I for whatever reason, last year, I thought he took a
Digress.
step back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
He spent a lot of time, like I'd gone to a couple practices and then watched him on tape before games. He spent a lot of time doing this thing to where he was dropping it oddly, to where he wanted the ball to be more flipping in the air versus the old spiral, getting the depth out of it. So I don't think his leg is strong enough to kick those 60-yard punts, but he spent so much more time trying to be this accurate punter, and most of his were averaging 40 yards because he was doing it where he wanted it so much hang time, no return. They were trying to keep anybody from getting a return on him.
well, they did a pretty good job. At least that was.
Yeah,
if that
sometimes
was
when
the
you
goal.
scout punters and kickers, you have to be really aware of it's situational, that the kid could have a leg strong enough to kick it out of Auburn Stadium, but he was told by the coach, hey, we're on the 50, we want it to drop on the 10, so don't kick it in the parking lot,
Here's a guy that we all thought was, and we, sold. This game changer.
Correct.
This guy's going to come in. I mean, we're going to, and we did. He was the leading receiver, Rivaldo Fairweather. Mm-hmm. Tight end goes to the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Now, is that a good fit for him? I don't know, but I mean, he's got a lot of ability.
Sure.
He's got a lot of athleticism. He's got. Now, is he? He would drop a pass here and there, but who among us hasn't dropped a pass from time?
Well, I hadn't because I haven't been on SEC field, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still undefeated in that department.
Yeah, okay. Does he make the squad, do you think?
I'm just going to say no.
No.
I think he's a practice squad guy. Or like some of these free agents, they get their chance to make it with the team in this little mini camp deal and early, and then when they don't, some of these teams will release them and give them a chance to go to somebody else. Now, he may fit somebody else, but the Dallas obviously had a need in him and wanted to try him and see if they could, make it work.
Yeah. Isaiah Rakes to
Yep.
the Tennessee Titans. Jaron Thompson to the Tennessee Titans as well. Mm-hmm. Philip Bleedy to the Tennessee Titans. So 3 Auburn guys, they sign free agent deals with the Tennessee Titans. Rakes, Bleedy, I thought maybe of the 3 of those guys, I think Bleedy may have the best chance to, latch on, just because I thought he impressed me the most. I just, maybe Rakes, he's a big guy, but I don't know. If you just need a space eater, but
Well, and that's the name of the game in NFL. You got to eat with those big linemen. You got to eat some ground up.
well, that's true.
Yeah.
Jaron Thompson, you think? No.
I mean, nothing against him. I think he's a great guy, but I don't think he's fixing to go take over the NFL.
No, probably not. But your boy, Peyton Thorne,
No, that'd be Andy's
to
boy.
the Cincinnati Bengals.
I mean, can you imagine anything other than the practice squad? Okay. That's all I wanted to clear for you to be able to say it.
We got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. I'd like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food, wide variety of wines, and, steaks, ribs. Got a little bit of everything there. Daily lunch specials as well. Go and check out their websites. Steaksinwine.com, just the letter N, steaksinwine.com. Again, they got specials going on all the time, revolving around different holidays. They got daily lunch specials. The food is absolutely tremendous. Go and check them out. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. 2 locations, one in Montgomery, one in Auburn. Chad Baker-Mazara apparently committing to the Trojans of Southern California. He now this is the quote that I'm got from a friend here. As far as NIL at USC, one well-connected source believes Chad Baker-Mazara received in the range of $3 to $4 million.
Don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Hey, he wanted, 2 from Auburn.
Correct.
From what I understand. So if they gave him that much, more power to them.
If they've got it to spend, they're wastefully spending their money. How about that? Because you could have got him for less than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
then your one of your favorite Auburn Tiger quarterbacks I saw is now on to his 6th team in college football, Mr. T.J. Finley.
Yeah,
six.
Some people just have a hard time staying in the same place.
Enough's enough.
He's like one and done everywhere he goes.
Everywhere,
right?
yeah. So that tells you that the resumes show when there's a problem there.
You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to run down the rest of these free agent deals, Jason Jones got one from the Ravens, defensive tackle. Austin Keys, the linebacker, gets one from the Vikings. Robert Lewis, the transfer wide receiver, he got one from the Vikings as well. But you didn't? Dorian Mose, he got one from the Vikings as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Peyton Thorne goes to the Bengals. So
Bengals.
You think, he's destined to be?
Is he going to go get a Burrow's job?
Could he be a backup to Burrow? Now, I've always the best job on the planet is the backup quarterback.
Sure.
In the NFL.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Burrow's had a few injuries here off and on the last couple of years, so they could be, looking for somebody to fill in for him.
Do you think? Some guys are better than the NFL than they were in college.
I just can't see with the years of football I've watched and the way he reads plays and understands stuff. And, yes, there were times that we had him in a bad situation because our offensive line let him down on occasion.
Sure.
Let's give him that. But in the critical moments of the game, did you see him overcome it or wilt? There's your answer. Now,
there were problems that he ran into from time to time.
Yeah, because there's a different ball game played between the eyeballs of a quarterback. It's a mental game. You've got to see what's coming, what's going, what you anticipate they may do. He didn't anticipate real well a lot of times. When you physically have got one of your wide receivers that is waving his arm over there that he wants out of the game, tapping his head because he's hurt, and you still throw him a dang pass. And you got a microphone in your helmet.
Yeah, that one's still kind of that one still stings, to be perfectly honest.
That's why I brought it up, because I was just like, I don't know how you get away from that one. Then the Oklahoma one is the one that really gets me, because you've literally seen them do what they did before on film, and you let that guy just bail off the line right into your pass. He read you the whole way. It's a way, because years ago, when I used to help the team as well, Ben Leard was the quarterback. Mm-hmm. Ben, when he very first started playing, he had this problem where he would lock in. Like if he's read all the defense and he goes, okay, the right side's where I want to go with the ball, he starts looking to the right. And the only reason I know that for sure is because I heard the other team say it. I literally was standing on the sideline over there and heard the other guy say, Coach, he's looking this way. Like when you see him take a snap, he's already looking at where he's going to throw. Well, I told him that. Within time he got that corrected, he didn't have that problem anymore. Thorne seems to be doing that same thing. Thorne seems to be locking into where he wants to go early. He's not progressing through a lot of routes, I would say.
Yeah.
So, more power to him. And like I said, I'm sure he's a great person because we've all seen him do a lot of great things in the community. He's doing a lot of stuff to help himself out, his career down the road, whatever job he ends up in besides football, because we all know that I don't think that's going to be his, end of the line. He's going to be 15 years in the league. But I'm just with you on this one. I know it's your favorite player, and I don't want to hurt you, but I can't see the throws. He can't make all the throws in the NFL that you need to make. But
he's the son of a coach.
I think Granddad was a coach too, if I'm not mistaken. So you got it.
Just out here today, college football post-spring top 25.
Okay.
From on 3 per Andy Staples.
Okay.
So if he's named Andy, you know he's a smart
legit.
guy.
Legit. He's legendary, as Shedeur Sanders would say.
Number 1, Texas.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Not really, but
okay.
Number 1 in the nation?
Yeah.
Okay, not SEC.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the nation.
All right.
Number 2, Notre Dame.
Maybe.
Who played for the national title last year.
Yeah. What's the quarterback situation at Notre Dame? What I want to know. That would help.
Very good. Clemson, number 3.
Now, they got a good quarterback coming back, and they showed some things at the end of the year last year. They got a chance.
Penn State, number 4.
I don't have any faith in Franklin.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nor should you. Ohio State, number 5.
They've bought a team, so they deserve to be there.
There's your top 5.
Tiger 6.
I'll get to those after this break. We'll take one, and then we'll come back and run down the rest of the top 25. Auburn is on the list.
Oh, they better be.
Where are they?
With the checks they wrote,
what do you
better
think?
Be.
We'll find out right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible.
Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allegames.com.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Just a couple more segments left in today's show on this Monday. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are looking at some top 25 post-spring predictions here. Top 25. This coming from On 3. They got Texas, Notre Dame, Clemson, Penn State, Ohio State. That is your 1 through 5. 6 through 10. Oregon, Alabama is 7. Georgia is 8. Illinois is 9.
Okay.
And the Florida Gators coming in at number 10.
Okay.
Rounding out your top 10.
So you got 4 of the 10 SEC, right?
Okay.
Now, is it not who's at Illinois? Isn't that Billima that moved over there? So you got an old SEC guy hanging around.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got half of the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, basically the guy from Oregon was a long time
Lanning,
SEC guy.
Yep,
so,
sure.
I
can't now. What is the surprise of the 10 there? To me, the Bulldogs, because you ain't never seen them pick that low in a poll.
Well, I mean, questions at quarterback.
Correct.
For sure.
They definitely got a race that's got to go on there, and I think it's one when we did.
I
the
would say
predictions,
Illinois being a top 10 team is pretty surprising.
Well, it's the thing I said the other day when I made the predictions about the SEC is this NIL game is pulling a lot of people back to the pack because let's just say the Illinois, use them as an example. Maybe they've done what Hugh did for a couple of years. They've kind of held out, and then this year they say, hey, we're going all in and spend our money.
Yeah.
Maybe they've loaded out. We'd have to look at the transfer portal, look at some other things to see where they've spent their money, but they could be money-wise right there with the top 10.
Could be. About, say, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams out of the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Or, well, I mean, they call it the Big Ten.
What
do you call it?
It's the whatever left.
Yeah, whatever. It's basically every school outside of the SEC.
Correct.
All right, 11 through 15. Texas Tech is 11.
They've spent a lot of money in football, basketball, and baseball.
Yes.
They're spending the dollars.
And it's obviously paying off.
In basketball, for sure. They're putting the numbers up in basketball.
Yeah. 12, South Carolina.
I can see that with Sanders coming back.
13, your Auburn Tigers.
See, I've been trying to tell people this whole time.
14, SMU, and 15, LSU.
So SMU, would that not be was that an Auburn?
That's Rhett Lashley.
That's what I thought, former Auburn guy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Auburn,
you okay with that 13 preseason ranking?
Yeah, you got to start them
high, low.
You got to start them a little low like that because
you think that's low.
If they're going to make, well, I just predict them to win the whole SEC. So they got 4 teams ahead of me right now: South Carolina, Alabama, Texas, and Georgia. So yeah, I consider it a little low.
Okay.
I'm saying if the quarterback
start low, finish high. That's the way.
There you go. Well, and you got to give us something to build. You know, Hugh's got to be able to go in there first couple of weeks with the message of, "Hey guys, we're the underdogs." You know, they're not looking at us that way.
Oh, it's us against the world.
World, that's right. Yeah. Us, our paycheck against theirs, and let's see who wins.
16 through 20, you got Arizona State, Michigan at 17, BYU at 18, Ole Miss at 19 and Miami at 20.
Now that's a surprise.
They went out and paid how much? $4 million?
Yeah, it was
for a quarterback.
Yeah, 4 point something for the what was his name? Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah, to go down there for his girlfriend, and she breaks up with him, and end of the world.
How about Tennessee losing their quarterback, now 21? They got the preseason ranking.
I'm 100% on board with that.
Nebraska 22, Iowa State 23, Louisville 24, and rounding out the top 25, Iowa coming in at number 25.
That would be another one of your former Auburn Tiger quarterbacks playing at Iowa, Mr. Hank.
Oh, is that right?
That's where he ended up at.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Think he'll start?
He's got a good chance from what I hear. The race is pretty even.
Well, I wish him the best. He was always nice to us.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
All right. Some of the comments of these are humorous. Am I blind, or is Oklahoma left out for a reason?
Yeah, they're
no Oklahoma in the top 25.
They're out for a reason.
They're out
they got a new quarterback. They did go spend a bunch of money in the transfer portal. So, but look at their season last year. You can't really jump them out there and say they got to be top 25 because of this. Like, what have they shown us so far that made them that?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a derogatory comment made toward Illinois.
Well, I figured that.
Yeah.
Very explicit, probably.
Yeah. Where is Utah?
Yeah. Now, that one I can give you
No
that.
Utah in the top 25.
Yeah.
Notre Dame and Clemson way too high.
Yeah. Well, Clemson, I don't know. You guys going to be shocked because Clemson's going to be one of the teams there in the end.
Here's Florida is this year's FSU. FSU, what, wins?
They're saying they're going to fall off the map.
2 games last year.
You can't put FSU off the map now. They got old Gussie over there. If he's caught on the offense, you got a chance. You can always get in the NASCAR and run up there and run 2 yards right up the middle and then do it again the next play. FSU's got a chance. But, yeah, I mean, I picked him pretty high in my SEC, so I would like to say that Lagway is the key to that situation. If he plays as good as he did ending the year, starting the year, Florida's got a chance. Now, they do have a dang tough schedule to overcome.
Yes, they do.
That's the hard part.
Yeah. LSU is a top 10 team easily.
Easily?
Maybe.
They must be from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all have ticked off a motivated Mark Stoops.
Oh, Kentucky.
Look out for Kentucky.
Well, he's been there, 15 years now and still unmotivated?
Yeah. Florida, Auburn, and South Carolina being that high is an utter joke.
Well, you do know
I think the guy's got a crimson jersey on.
You do know they make these things in this what they call the talking season so that they can sell subscriptions to websites.
Yeah, clickbait.
They got you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Get you fired up.
All right, got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit alagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you, closing things out to 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. I hope you have a great start to your week. We were talking about, the top 25 preseason, post-spring top 25. We made our predictions just last week. Jim, you're bullish.
Number
on
one.
the Tigers.
Number one.
Hey.
Number one. We got rid of Thorne.
If you say it enough, sooner or later you'll be right.
You will believe it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's what's the old saying? 60% of the time, I'm right 100% of the time.
That's right. It works 100% of the time.
That's correct.
SEC golf championships were this past weekend as well. Auburn actually set a record for under par. They were 38 under par in the stroke play.
And where was this played at?
This was played at Sea Island in Georgia.
Okay.
Or off the coast of Georgia. But they were number one going to match play. They beat Texas in the first round and got beat by Florida, which just goes to show you how difficult it is. I said before this began, it was probably going to be more difficult to win an SEC championship than a national championship. Now, last year, Auburn was able to do both. This year, they put themselves in tremendous position, but not able to close the deal. But not the end of the world. Auburn will be hosting a regional. I think that's going to be on into May. I think maybe second week of May or something like that. I think maybe they'll find out who they will be in their region in the next couple of days. So those announcements will be made, and that will be revealed. But Auburn looking to win another national championship. Certainly, they are good enough to do that, and we'll see if that happens. But unfortunately, not a back-to-back SEC championship at least this year.
And it's what you said. It's okay. I mean, it's a dog down to one stroke world out there in the SEC because every team now is spending so much money. Just like I brought it up to you earlier, I was looking at the baseball. You literally got your Texas, and I forgot who there was at the top, Tennessee, 1 or 2, 3 teams that have 14 and above wins. We got a group of 7 that are sitting there with either 11 or 12 wins in the SEC.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one ball game, and you vault all the way to the top 4 in the SEC.
And it's funny. I mean, that Auburn, LSU's got, I think, 14. I think they're 14 and 6.
14 and 7.
14 and 7,
yeah.
And Auburn swept them.
Yes.
I mean, it just – I wonder – I don't even know. I should have probably looked that up. Texas got 2 losses. Who are the 2 losses to?
Well, we can find out.
But Auburn this weekend takes 2 or 3 from Mississippi State. Mm-hmm. Mississippi State, they're kind of in that middle pack, right?
Yeah, they have 8 and 13 in the league.
Okay, so they have not been great, but I want to say they are one of the better offensive teams in the entire conference. Maybe even having the top average. So they're tough to deal with.
They're about to play the Volunteers, are 13 and 8.
Okay.
But literally, like we talked about, we should have took the first game at Texas when we played them. So we could literally be 12 now. You could be looking at 2 teams that would be dead even with a game dead even, Auburn and Tennessee playing each other, and you wouldn't have thought that to start the season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the SEC baseball, I look for these last 3 series for us to be down the stretch pretty good ball games.
Yeah. Tennessee,
South Carolina,
and Ole Miss.
That's right.
Tennessee on the road.
You got 2 at the top.
South Carolina at home, and then finishing up at Ole Miss on the road.
Tennessee and Ole Miss are in the top 5, but one of them has 12 wins, one of them has 13, and South Carolina only has 8. So yes,
okay.
You could, like we talked about, if you pick up, because we're at 11 now. You got 3 series there, if you could pick up 4 games, you think maybe?
That'd be nice.
Yeah. So out of the Ole Miss and take Tennessee series, you say you pick up 1 each is 2, and then go down and get 2 from South Carolina. So pick you up 4. That puts you at 15. There's no way you stay out of the NCAA's with 15 wins in this league.
And I mean, if you could, if you win 2 out of the 3 series, which you've done most of the year, then you end up. You said we're 11. We end up 16 and 14.
Yep.
So that's about where you want to be for sure.
Yeah, if you pull off 16 and 14, you will definitely be in the top 5 of the SEC, top 4 probably in the conference.
And you'll be top 10 in the country.
Oh yeah.
So
there ain't that tells you how strong the SEC is.
You'll be hosting another regional.
You started calling off
Plainsman Park.
Calling off rankings earlier, and they're literally the D1 baseball rankings are just littered with SEC all in the top 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So softball again, like I said, they were able to take the series from South Carolina. They've won, 3 of the last 4 series they've played. I think their RPI is like 18 in the country. Now they've only, their record's not very good in conference, but they played the best teams in the country. So we'll see if they can make a regional. I think they probably deserve one, but we'll see. And their conference season is over. They'll play NC State for 3 this weekend. It's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Be sure to join us tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. For Jim, I'm Andy. So long. We'll talk again soon.